Started using cocaine and LSD when I was 12 years old. I stopped taking LSD when I jumped out of a window and fractured 2 of my ribs. However, I still use drugs due to my depression and because they help me forget everything. 12 years old, that's so young.
My dad has been a heavy alcoholic all my life. Now he's suffering from liver and kidney failure because he won't stop. I don't speak to him anymore and ignore his calls. I had a relative in my life who also had a drinking problem. There are a lot of feelings that come with it, and there's a lot of rage that comes with it. I don't blame you for not wanting to talk to him, but try. If you can find it in yourself. I'm not saying forgive. I think that may help them a lot too, because it's an addiction, it's a disease.
I stole money from my boss to support my gambling addiction. He ended up accusing my mom of stealing it. The reason this was me to the T. But I have a lot of people around me that don't allow me to do this. And if I do it, they're there for me. If you want the help, it's there.
At the age of 11, I sought the comfort of pornography due to feeling that my parents saw me as inadequate. Every moment I was anxious that my secret would be exposed and that my perceived reality would become real, that nobody could love me. I've felt for a long time that nobody could love me, and I thought that my parents didn't think that I was adequate either. And reaching for other things to fill that hole is really common, and I can empathize with that.
I'm only 16 and I've been battling addiction with prescription pain medication that I received for an injury 3 years ago. Reread that one. Wow. I'm only 16, and I've been battling addiction with prescription pain medication that I received for an injury 3 years ago. I don't want to die this young, but I'm too afraid to tell my parents. I know what it's like to be addicted to drugs at 16, since I've been getting high since I was 14. You're only 16, man, you got so much hope, so much to live for. And I know you probably hear that a lot and you don't believe it. I know I didn't. It's hard to have that secret, I get it. But if you keep holding that pain in, it's gonna kill you.
My best friend is addicted to taking drugs to help her cope with her depression. I'm one of the few people who know it feels like I'm carrying something heavy around with me. I feel like you should try to talk to her and, help her get some help before it gets too late, because I had to deal with that. I had to watch my own boyfriend pass away because I couldn't really help him.
I am diagnosed with severe depression, and I'm addicted to cutting myself. I've only told one person about this, and I know, deep down, they're disappointed in me. I wish someone could support me without judgment. Okay. I've done a lot of things to cope with my depression. It's been almost a year since I've done that, and I never, ever thought it was possible to go that long without it, ever. If you don't believe in yourself and no one's there to tell you that they believe in you, then I do, and so many other people do. I've never talked about that before.
You know, when we go to support groups or meetings or whatever it is, we put our problems out there because unfortunately there's other people that have had this happen to them. You know, we are not alone. You know, there's always somebody, no matter what it is.
Thank you.